chances are, if you've searched up universities in Canada, you've probably come upon the University of Toronto. In this video, I'm going to go over the application process, minimum requirements, tuition, basically everything you need to know about the University of Toronto. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time we post a new video about job tips, landing your dream scholarship, and getting into your dream school. So GrantMe's helped countless students get into the University of Toronto. We've assisted them with finding scholarships, as well as helping them with the application process for a smooth transition into the University of Toronto, as well as other major universities in Canada. So let's look at program requirements. The first thing you should do when looking at any university is look at the program requirements. Now, the University of Toronto has two different types of admission requirements. One is the minimum admission requirement and the other is a program-specific admission requirement. Now, these are based off of what program you want to get into, as well as what province you're from. So I've placed a chart here for the minimum admission requirements for each province based on the University of Toronto. As you can see, it requires a student to complete specific high school courses. So the minimum requirement percentage to get into U of T, depending on the program you want to get into, is low to mid 80s, but of course you always want to aim for higher. We suggest about 90s to really secure a spot. Now let's talk money, and by money I mean tuition. So for domestic students, the University of Toronto's tuition is approximately $6,590 per year. The average housing cost, which includes a basic meal plan, averages from $8,000 to $10,000. To pay for this, the University of Toronto offers scholarships, which they have over 4,000 of, that the student can automatically qualify for, as well as financial-based awards and bursaries. Now for the actual application. Now Ontario has the OUAC. Now the OUAC is basically a centralized university portal for all the universities in Ontario. So to apply to the University of Toronto, OUAC. About a week after you submit your OUAC application, you'll get an email from U of T. This email will include your University of Toronto ID, your application number, as well as the next steps in your application process. You also may need to complete a supplementary application form. So if you are applying to these programs, make sure you fill out the SAF form, which is the supplementary application form. Now, in order to submit your required documents, such as your transcripts, if you live in Ontario, your high school will send that through the OUAC, and that'll be your grade 11 and 12 transcripts. But if you live outside of Ontario but in Canada, you're gonna have to self-report your grades through the U of T application portal. And that is it. That is what you need to do to apply to the University of Toronto. All of this information can be found on the U of T website, as well as in the GrantMe toolkit, where we have it in a neat little PDF for you. And if you're curious about how many scholarships you're eligible for, I put a link in the description. It's a quick 2-minute quiz. You can just put in your information and it'll tell you how many scholarships you're eligible for. And I hope this video was helpful for you. If you are curious about other application processes for schools, as well as past GrantMe students who have won scholarships, make sure you check out our channel, subscribe, and click the bell button. And I'll see you all next time.